For those of you that are tuning in, we do have Travis Walton on the phone now. We are so thankful that he's joining us via the phone. We have heard your story from Jennifer. She told it very eloquently and with lots of intensity. So we're grateful for that. We have been curious. Tim and I were talking about this just the other day. Have you had any other encounters or experiences since this one?
Well, nothing to report. I've tried to stick to events and sightings and anything of that sort that would be provable, multiple witnesses, that sort of thing. So other than one encounter after departing a Burbank MUFON event on the way home. Now, whether that was alien or not, all I can say is a giant black triangle sped towards us at an unbelievable speed, stopped directly over the top of us. And, in a city the size of Los Angeles, that's an amazing coincidence, at which point it stopped, turned to the right, and headed out to sea. Very incredible speed, incredibly huge black triangle. Now, if this was some United States military secret weapon of some sort, and they wanted me to report it, as such, knowing that I had just departed the Burbank MUFON meeting where Jan Harzan had just spoken. He had just recently becoming the head of MUFON, and Tracy Tormé, who was the screenwriter on Fire in the Sky, had also spoken. I probably wouldn't even report it with the three of us seeing that, except that by the next morning, my oldest son had found a website where, more than 15 other people had witnessed the same thing.
Oh, wow.
Separately, totally separately. It was set up kind of like Google Maps where you've got little circles and numbers. And all these different people saw the same craft at that time. And I didn't take a picture, much to my chagrin. But I look forward to possibly contacting the other dozen or so people who saw it too, and hopefully somebody got a picture of some sort.
Do you recall what year that was?
Yeah, I have the exact date. It was on or about my son's birthday, who was driving, and the date, of course, would be on the record as to who was speaking at Burbank MUFON when Jan Harzan had just recently become the head of the organization.
Was this several years ago or recently? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 90-something.
Okay. I only asked because we've had many people come on our show and mention that when they see UFOs above, all of their technology goes out, but our technology is very different now than it was in the 90s, so that's not necessarily a pertinent question for that.
Well, it didn't interrupt the functioning of the vehicle. My son said, "Dad, should we pull over?" And I said, "No, keep going." And I was embarrassed that I would have thought that I would have been more recovered in terms of being able to, pull over and take a picture. But the fear that gripped me was surprising to me.
Powerful. I'm sure that the one time of getting out of the car and walking to see more and what happened after that.
Yeah.
Certainly
well, I learned my
you.
lesson, to be more cautious.